Hey, you. Yeah, you. Show us your team, mate. That team is absolutely... What you need is some more boldness, and you're going to need some coins for that. Then head over to MMOXP to get yourself cheap, fast, and reliable coins. The link is in the description. Use code Mcjell and get yourself a 5% discount. Oh, Fred. Fred. Yes. Ow. No bite. No nips. Right, come on, get down. I got to make videos, boy. Alright, boys and girls, today is going to be a pretty cheeky day, I guess. Today, boys, we're going to be talking about FC25. I'm going to be doing basically a discussion video just on the current state of FC25, my opinions of the game so far. Obviously, it's early days, the game's not been out that long. But yeah, I just kind of figured I'd give you guys a bit of an opinion on everything that I've played so far. I'll probably do this every now and again, not too often, but just every now and again, I'll talk about the current state of FC25. You know, if they release like a game-breaking patch or something like that, then I guess we're going to talk about it. So yeah, every now and again I'll just talk about FC25 and how I feel about it. Obviously, again, early days, they're going to change things, I know this, but still I figured it's worth giving you an opinion on it. Now, for any like new viewers here that don't watch the channel regularly, this opinion is purely on the Ultimate Team side of FC25. I don't play career mode, pro clubs, whatever else there is Volta still a thing? I don't know. I literally just play Ultimate Team, so if you're a career mode player, then obviously this video is going to be absolute rubbish to you. Now, when it comes to Ultimate Team, guys, the big thing that EA sort of invested in is this rush mode. That's like the big change with Ultimate Team. Aside from that, you know, it's small changes here and there, but it's nothing too crazy. But yeah, rush mode is the big thing, and in my opinion, it's the best thing about Ultimate Team at the minute. It's so much fun. I know when you just do a drop-in match and you play with random people, you can have some absolutely terrible teammates that can definitely make the game unfun, but when you have a good team that is just, I don't know, on the same wavelength, you're all working well together, everyone's passing and defending and doing their jobs and playing the game how it should be played, it's so much fun, guys. I really enjoy this mode. You're always going to get that ball hogger on the team, you're always going to get that person that never defends, and it does make it a bit frustrating, but like I said, this is the most fun I've had on the game so far, especially off camera. I would just play a couple of games of Rush every day and just enjoy myself. I really love it. I think my favourite session I've had with FC25 was me sitting on the sofa with my PlayStation Portal. I had the dog on the lap and we were just chilling, and I was playing a bit of Rush mode, getting some Evos done with the Anthony Evo, and I just had a really good time with it. So honestly, rush mode is my favorite thing about this game.
I'm such a goat. Oh my god.
I definitely want EA to improve the rewards to this mode, because the rewards are pretty mid at the minute. It's quite easy to sink a few hours into this mode, like you just, time seems to fly with it. So in terms of like time investment, it's not the best mode if you want to get some coins. So yeah, I hope that they just give us better rewards, because obviously if this mode doesn't get better rewards, then not many people are going to be playing it past, I don't know, the 2-month mark, okay? People will get bored of the mode eventually, and they just won't play it, which will be sad, because it's a really fun mode. So I'm hoping the rewards get better. But as far as the mode goes so far, guys, it's really good fun, and I can see here they've actually added a thing here, welcome to Rush, start your Rush journey, and it's maximum 88 rated, so I'll be playing a bit of that later on. I'll be using a really high rated card. Okay, guys, let's talk about some other changes, okay? One thing that they've changed big time is the FUT Champions, okay? It's very different this year. If I'm not mistaken, it requires a lot less points to qualify for the FUT Champs qualification now, so I think you used to need 2,000 points, and I believe it's now 1,000 points. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot less. It's also less games in qualification, okay? You've only got to play 5 games instead of 10 games. So on the surface, this seems like a good thing, okay? You have to play less games to actually get into champs. This seems like a plus for everybody. The problem is, though, guys, is you need to win 3 out of 5 to qualify. Now, I'm recording this video on a Tuesday, and I'm probably going to be streaming a bit later on, and I'm going to be streaming the qualification, so I don't know how difficult or easy this is going to be. I imagine it's going to be sweaty, but yeah, 3 out of 5 is what, 60% of your games you've got to win. That's not easy, guys, okay? I don't think a lot of people, I mean, obviously a lot of people are going to qualify, but there are going to be a lot of people that don't. It's going to be tough for people, especially early on, okay? Because again, the sweatiness is super high, so yeah, I feel like I'm dreading it a little bit. I think I might not even qualify for this week's champs. I hope I do. I've been playing good lately, but yeah, that could be a bit dodgy, so we'll have to wait and see in terms of the champs qualification stuff. But yeah, I imagine the actual FUT champs, if obviously with now you've got to win 60% of your games to actually qualify, the actual champs is going to be insanely sweaty, which of course I'm not a big fan of. I don't love the super sweatiness side of FIFA. I like to play this game casually. I like to have fun. I like to try cards that are different and unique. I don't want to sweat my absolute bollocks off when I'm playing the game. I get this is a good thing for a lot of people, like obviously people want to get rewarded for being good at the game. It makes perfect sense. But honestly, I think what EA should have done is make 2 separate FUT Champs. I've always said this. I would almost have it like a Weenie Hut Junior's version of FUT Champs and then a Salty Splatoon version of FUT Champs. Okay, so obviously the version of FUT Champs we've got now would be the Salty Splatoon.
It's a bit of a weird analogy.
But then I'd also have the more casual FUT Champs mode that you could play. And the way I would do it is you don't actually have to qualify for the FUT Champs. You can just jump straight into it. Obviously, if you want to play the better FUT Champs with the better rewards, you'd have to qualify for that one. And I'd make it like, I don't know, 10 to 12 games. I'd make it a bit less games than 20s because, again, it's more casual. And I'd also allow for you to play co-op in this FUT Champs because, again, it's just a purely casual FUT Champs. You'll still get, like, okay rewards, not nowhere near as good as the other FUT Champs. But yeah, it's just a casual Champs for those that don't want to sweat, like, you know, for that week. Because obviously sometimes I'm going to fancy a bit of sweatiness. I'm going to really want to get into the game and sweat my ass off and try and beat everyone and be good at the game. But then sometimes I ain't got the time for it. I just can't be bothered. So I would play the Weenie Hut Junior FUT Champs. Anyway, that's my idea. That's what I would do. I just feel like the way the Ultimate Team is at the minute, there's not a lot of places for casuals to go. You've got Rush mode, of course, but aside from that, every other mode is really sweaty. I mean, squad battles, it's not a mode that anyone actually really enjoys, I don't think, but you just do it for the rewards. Rush mode, again, is fun. Rivals is incredibly sweaty. Champs is sweaty. Friendlies apparently does not have skill-based matchmaking, so I suppose Friendlies isn't, but let's be honest, not that many people are going to sit and play Friendlies all day. You've got Moments, which in my opinion is one of the most boring modes ever. You've got Draft, which is fun, but you have to pay for it. Again, in my opinion, I would have 2 separate drafts, similar to Champs. Like, that's how I would do it. So you have the paid draft, where you get really incredible rewards, and then you've got the free draft where you can just play it and have fun. That's what I would do, and that's pretty much it when it comes to the mode. So there's not really a lot of places for casuals. You could basically got Rush mode and that's it. But yeah, we'll wait and see in terms of the FUT Champs, guys. Like I said, I haven't even tried to qualify yet. It might be incredibly easy, who knows. I just feel for the people that don't play this game every single day of their lives. Like, you're just not gonna have a lot of things to do, to be honest, other than, you know, play a bit of Div Rivals, get spanked, and then quit the game. Okay, guys, let's talk briefly about the content side of FC25. For me, you know, this is a personal thing. So far, I'm absolutely loving making content. I've just been, I don't know, this is like probably the most fun I've had in a while, just making videos. Obviously, it's the beginning of the game and everything's gonna feel fresh and new, so that helps. But I don't know, I just feel like I've got a lot to do at the minute. I feel like I've got loads of ideas floating around in my head for videos. I just feel like there's a nice variety on the channel at the minute. Obviously, the other day we did anger management, which, you know, that's completely different. I've never done anything like that on this channel. Obviously, we've got the reviews, but that's nothing new. I did a custom tactic video the other day. I've never done that before, certainly. And obviously, I dedicated an entire video to the Rush mode and just playing that and chilling, and you guys seem to enjoy that. So yeah, I just feel like there's a lot to do on this game when it comes to content. I feel like I've got so many good ideas for videos, and obviously I've got to make more videos now this year, so that's a good thing, obviously. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just enjoying the content side of things, and there's lots of things I want to keep doing. So, like, one idea I've got floating around in my head at the minute is like a bald versus hair RTG. I think somebody suggested this to me in the comments. I might be stealing this idea. There's probably a good chance of it, but yeah, I just feel like that'd be a really cool RTG idea. It would be like the Veron team versus the Nedved team, and I don't know, just we could do a really cool thing with that. I'm not gonna do that yet, but that would just be really awesome.
That's a wonderful idea.
And yeah, I'm just enjoying the content side of things so far, guys. I've got, like I said, lots of ideas, and yeah, it's just good. It's good to have lots of ideas and lots of content. All right, then, guys, let's talk about the gameplay. Okay, that's obviously the big thing. Okay, that's the thing that we have to spend the most time doing. I did not like this gameplay at the beginning. Like, if you guys watch my earlier videos, I was just shitting all over it. I was saying it was FC25 too, you know, just the same game, and then I was playing it even more and just hating it and hating it and hating it. And if you asked me my opinion on this game, like, I don't know, a week ago, it wouldn't have been high praise. I would have been saying terrible things. But then I did one thing that changed everything for me, guys, okay? I changed my custom tactics. I copied Inception's tactics, and ever since then, I've been really loving the gameplay. Yes, it's a bit slower than usual. Yes, it's a little bit more tactical than usual, but there's just something about the gameplay that I really enjoy. It's got a nice pace to it, and I just like the way that my team plays and the way that we can pass and move, and yeah, I just really like the gameplay at the minute. Like Ronaldo, in his review, he scored like 10 goals or something. He was absolutely on fire, and he's not like the craziest when it comes to pace, but he is so good. You've got Thuram, who's a beast. I'm loving Anthony. Literally every single player on my team is performing super well. One thing I really do like about this year, guys, is defending, okay? Like, defending feels so much better than in FC24. There's no more of that stupid sponge tackle bullshit. My players actually tackle the ball and do it well. I don't exactly have the craziest defense ever, okay? This defense is pretty mid, but honestly, they all perform so well. Like, Bissek is like one of my favorite centre-backs ever at the minute. Like, he's such a brick wall. He's incredible, like, seriously good. And I can only imagine if this was like Van Dijk or something. Like, I would never concede again. Another thing as well, guys, is that I feel like goalkeepers are a bit better this year. Like, last year, I just couldn't get any luck when it came to the goalkeepers. They just all sucked for me. I had Casillas, didn't like him. I had Van der Sar, didn't like him. I had Yashin, didn't like him. I had like some of the best goalkeepers in the game. I had Alisson team of season at one point. I didn't like any of them. Like, my favourite goalkeeper was like Ramiro, who was like 84 rated. And that says a lot. And this year, I've used Bernd Leno. He was really decent. I've obviously used Tim Howard. He's really decent. And I used another goalkeeper who wasn't bad either. So far, all the goalkeepers I've used have been good. Now, when it comes to the bad things about FC25, there's one thing in particular that just is really, really bad. And how this is a thing, I don't know. This is a billion-dollar company, and it is a crime that this is a thing. The menus. The menus are so fucking bad this year. FC24's menus were horrendous. They're worse this year. So I don't even know how that's possible.
You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la.
I can't tell you how many times this game has crashed on me. I can't tell you how bad and laggy the menus can be at like 6 o'clock time. Opening packs is so laggy. Like, the game and just the transfer market, everything about being on the menus is horrendous. It's such a bad menu, and I've never experienced this with any other game. You play Call of Duty, you don't have these kind of menus. You play Battlefield, you're not going to have bad menus like this. I have no idea how the menus are this glitchy, this buggy, and this laggy. Like, it's crazy bad. So EA need to make this better. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know the technical side of things when it comes to menus and things, but just get the menus to actually be functional, EA, because it's honestly terrible. Speaking of terrible, guys, I obviously opened a few packs the other day. Obviously, I very rarely open packs because I'm not really a pack guy. I'm always an RTG guy, so I don't really spend a lot of time on the store, but the amount of untradeable packs is honestly kind of disgraceful for EA. These should be tradable. 170,000 coin pack should not be untradeable. Like, that's crazy stupid. EA just gets greedier and greedier, okay? That is a disgusting pack. 170k and it's untradeable. Like, that is terrible. And that is 2,000 FIFA points. Let me look up how much that actually costs. It's roughly about 15 to 20 pounds, guys. That is ridiculous that you would spend nearly 20 quid on an untradeable pack. Like, I don't even care if you get someone good out of this. It should be tradable. Thankfully, I don't really open a lot of packs, but I just feel like I had to get that off my chest if we're going to talk about this game. Oh, speaking of, we got a preview pack, and we might as well open that. Okay, he's bold. I'll take a bit of boldness. So yeah, pretty much, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. All in all, I'm enjoying this game. I think it's actually pretty good. They'll ruin it, okay? They always fucking do. So I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to think that this game is going to stay good forever. There's going to come a point where some broken meta completely ruins the game, or some terrible patch completely ruins the game. But as of right now, FC25 is good. Would I say you should go out and buy it? I mean, it depends. It depends what kind of FIFA you like. If you want a more methodical game, a game that's a bit slower, but certainly more tactical, and you have to really think about how you're playing the game, yes, FC25 is really good fun. If you're a more arcade style FIFA player, which I certainly am, I much prefer the days of FIFA 14 and 15 where there was huge amounts of pace and everything felt really over the top and overpowered. Then you probably won't enjoy this game as much. With that said though, guys, this gameplay is still enjoyable, even for someone like me that prefers the pacey side of FIFA and prefers the older days of how FIFA used to be. But yeah, when it comes to me like recommending the game and telling you should buy it, it kind of depends like how you like your FIFA, and it also depends on whether or not you trust EA to not fuck the game up, because they probably will. Give it a month, I guarantee you it's a different game. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up the discussion there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video. But yeah, other than that though, boys and girls, subscribe here if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.